the amazing things about our knit along is that it has allowed us to connect with many of you at home.
It has, and over the summer, a unique project. I was able to spot it at the Wood County Fair, or maybe it was the Lucas County
It was
Fair.
Wood County. I checked with her.
Okay, I couldn't remember. I went to so many fairs.
Yes, you
They're
did.
running together. But it did actually lead us to an Otsego High School classroom.
Yes, and that's where some local educators aren't just teaching science and math, but they're also teaching some skills that the students can use to create anything they want.
This is where it all started, a unique fiber arts project at the Wood County Fair. This is an aquarium filled with crocheted sea life.
It's not necessarily an original idea. I do surf Pinterest for a lot of ideas.
But what a great idea it was. Allison Mills is an intervention specialist at Otsego High School. Students here had plenty of ideas for filling the tank.
Can you put a squid in there? Can you put this in there? So even the students were involved in what they wanted to see in the aquarium until I eventually had to cut them off and said it's full and we're good to go.
Here's how it got started. Mills and science teacher Megan Pierce have crocheted for years. And when they learned they'd be adding success periods to their block scheduling.
And we both looked at each other, we're like, we're doing a crochet. Like immediately we knew we wanted to do something to kind of teach the next generation.
Success periods are a 40-minute block of time in which there's no new instruction. Clubs get together or students can catch up on schoolwork. Each Thursday, it's crochet time.
It's something that I learned from my grandmother and had it handed down to me, and I want to make sure it's not something that ends with a certain generation, that we can keep passing it along.
And it turns out the students love it.
The crochet club at Otsego is absolutely amazing.
No matter what level of skill they have or whether they're using a crochet hook, knitting needles, or a loom, students are engaged.
I just started this year, and at the beginning I had no idea what crocheting was, and now I'm really loving it.
Maddie Alderman first learned to knit in elementary school.
I've made hats, dish rags, coasters, lots of things.
And Ms. Mills and Ms. Pierce have helped the students hone their skills.
I've mostly been working on dish rags, and I do really well with very long chains.
So what do the students love so much about knitting and crocheting?
Good place to get your stress off with, classes and have a period to be yourself and take a break.
And it helps when you're stressed, and it's just a way that I calm myself down.
Crocheting actually is really calming.
And Ms. Mills and Ms. Pierce say there's nothing better than when students show off their work.
And they'll say, look what I finished. And the fact that they're excited about it, they seek you out and show you what their items are, and they take a picture of it. That just fills me with joy.
The students were so great. I'm glad that I got to chat with them. And Ms. Mills actually also said that there's been boys who have joined them too. So not just girls, boys and girls. She said the baseball team. Came in. The whole stress thing. They're like, the baseball team came in and learned, and they're like, this is relaxing.
I noticed a very common thread to where it's a break from my books. I'm able to relieve my stress. It's calming. And I love that she said, it just fills me with joy seeing those projects. I think just even through all of this, you just go, yes, you're so happy to see that completed project, and we're all cheering for everybody while doing this knit along.
Absolutely, we are, and I love how, I think as teachers probably, they see it a lot where students get something and that light bulb goes off, and I'm sure that's really important to them, and then they have this added element of the students getting it and then making something. And one of the students said, they told me that one of the students made, I think, a scarf or something for his grandmother for Christmas, and he was so excited and proud to be able to give her that handmade gift. And I bet Grandma was really excited about that too.
That is a win-win situation. And I also love that they're able to do this now, and these skills, they're never going to lose them. They're going to be able to make and craft as their lives, take all these different journeys. So those skills, won't be washed away, and it's lifelong. So that's fantastic.
Especially since, schools are trying to cram so much education in a school day, so things like home ec and classes like that aren't necessarily
top on the list
or what they may have used to be decades ago. So it's so great that these teachers are, as they said, they want to keep passing it around to the next generation and keep it going.
Soon all of Otsego High School is going to be knitting and crocheting. I'm waiting for it.
So great.
Yeah, now if you're waiting for a more good day, we still have more to come.
Yes, we do. When we come back, a lesson tailor-made for the beginning of holiday season.
kindness.
All right, I'm looking forward to that. We'll be right back.